Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's me one more time, Mr. Santee here, Rob McNelis, along with my buddy, as always.
Hey, Big Bad John Minto. I'm the Vice Mayor of Santee.
And we are here to talk a little bit about Padre Dam's, what is it, the parks, right? It's the lakes. The lakes.
It's the lakes.
It's the lakes. Padre Dam's lakes here in Santee and some of the amenities that we have. But in order to do that, I really want to introduce to you a brand new gentleman that Padre Dam was able to hook in here. I saw the little sign in his office. They were able to hook him in from Reno and bring him all the way over here to Santee Lakes. Ladies and gentlemen, meet Mr. Johnathan Skinner. Come on in here, Johnathan.
Well, hello, gentlemen. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
We're doing fantastic, so give us a little bit of a background on where you came from so that everybody knows. I know you told me, but tell them now.
Well, let me tell you, it was a great experience for me to get here. I actually came from the city of Reno where I was a recreation manager. Ran a couple of different things there, and my wife and I had been looking at a place at some time in the future to retire, which my wife apparently won't let me retire until I die. But
That's how it goes?
This job came up with the city of not
the city of Santee.
No,
not the city of Santee. Well, it's all right. It's Padre Dam. It's within the city of Santee.
Okay, with Padre Dam, actually to work here at Santee Lakes, and it was a great experience for me because I hadn't been interviewing in quite a long time, and the group here is entirely fantastic. Alan Carlisle, who's our GM, brought me down here. Gave me an
Great guy. Did your job for many, many years.
Did it for 10, 11 years, and actually a lot of the things that are going on now, he actually started. You take a look at the cabins that we have.
And we're going to take a look at those in just a few minutes. Don't you worry.
Don't go away.
Huh? Can I go now?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, but the extra storage, we actually have a plan called the 2121 plan. I don't know if you heard about it.
No.
Several years ago, Alan got together with his staff and actually the community to come with the 2121 plan. And that is basically a footprint for the lakes here. Well, over his 10 years, he's actually accomplished probably about 80% of it. Now he hands the ball over to me and says, hey, Johnathan, let's make things happen. So over the next couple of months, I'll be working with our community and our staff to make things happen here at the lakes.
Let me ask you this. They give you the hard part of it.
Yes, he definitely gave me the hard part. I mean, if you look
Alan
at
knows how to work it.
you look at those cabins. I mean, that's absolutely beautiful. How am I supposed to follow something like that?
Exactly.
You know?
But I have every belief that he will, because, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, this gentleman over here was running ski lifts. He's running ice hockey rink. He ran
Some golf
course, baseball field.
Oh, wait a
pools.
minute.
I
You
mean,
need to tell us
everything.
what didn't you run?
I'm pretty much silent now, right? So I
Yeah.
pretty much ran everything.
Sounds good.
So
to me.
he's got some experience in this type of stuff, and he's just the guy that's going to bring the lakes here to an even higher level than Alan did, if that was possible. I know Alan's going to be watching this, so I got love for you, buddy. But this guy, I have faith in him. He's going to take it to the next level. And with that, we're going to go over and check out some of the other facilities that they have going on here. But before that, I guess I'm going to turn the camera around if you guys don't mind.
Yeah, I think
And-
we ought to do that.
And just show everybody some of the stuff that we have going on over here. All right, over here you've
While
got
you're showing that, Rob, I got a question.
some
for
paddle
you,
boats out
Johnathan.
here.
Yes, sir.
Where's the snow?
We import that actually in December. Just for one day. of
From
course.
Reno, I'll bet, huh?
Oh, yeah, we have the best snow there, but we have the best sun here in San Diego.
Absolutely. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll catch back up with you in just a few seconds. We need to relocate and get things set up. Back in 2 and 2, right? And so we're back, and we are here over at the cabins. And let Johnathan tell you a little bit more about the cabins. What happened? How these guys get here? What's the deal?
Well, basically, we go back a couple of years when Alan and the group got together, the 2121 plan that I talked about before, looked at different kind of amenities we wanted to have here. And one of the things was cabins. A lot of people want to go camping, but they don't have big rigs or anything like that. So we decided to go ahead and look at putting cabins here at the lake. Did a lot of research, see how they work. And actually, I think we're one of the few that actually have floating cabins. And actually, if you take a look back here.
Yeah, let's kind of let everybody see.
We have 3 that are actually on suspended over the water. If you look over there in the distance, we have 7 that are our land cabins.
That would be over there.
Yeah.
Lucky number 7.
Yeah, and actually the land cabins have paddle boats that are assigned to them, and so do the
floating ones?
The floating ones.
Oh, very cool. And you know what? I saw that there's fire rings over there by the ones on shore. There's horseshoes. I mean, there's some neat things over
there's
there.
also a basketball court over there. So
Fantastic.
we had amenities up the.
And there's
obviously.
obviously fishing off the back of the
Definitely,
cabin, right?
Yeah.
definitely. Of course, when they fish, they need to go make sure they go to a cleaning station and not
Sure,
getting off the back.
sure.
But yes, we want to make sure that they have every chance to have a great recreational experience with us.
Now, can I just call up tomorrow and say, hey, I'm going to be in there this weekend? Is that okay?
Not really going to happen.
Not so much?
How do I do it then?
Well, actually, you could call up. You won't have anything this weekend, or maybe for the next couple of weeks, or actually for the next couple of months. But you can definitely call our offices, or actually go to www.santeelakes.com.
Okay.
We do a lot of reservations
online.
Online. That's actually probably the best way to do it, because it's done
Can I
up
get
to
a
date.
discount online?
Not so much. Not so much. Like you, Johnny, but don't
Not
think that's
that
gonna
much.
happen.
He's new to the job. Let him get established here.
Try and take care of our people here in Santee.
Do what you can, but you know what? The Santee residents.
I was just going to say, is there a resident discount?
We do have some discounts that are for residents.
Okay,
it
well,
works
there we
out
go.
very well. We have a lot of people that come in and use our day use, but a lot of people that come in and use our camping areas. We actually did a report to our Parks and Recreation Commission, or our Parks Commission, last week. We found out that of all the individuals who came in 2010 in November, I would say probably about 50 to 55% came from locally. That's Santee, Lakeside, La Mesa, Alpine, and El Cajon.
Yeah, the East County area. So, all right. Well, this is a quick little peek. Now, we would love to show you the inside of some of these cabins, but unfortunately,
No. Fortunately.
Well, fortunately for them, unfortunately
they're
for us, they're all booked. Imagine that. And it's Monday. It's Monday.
It's coming into winter.
Oh my goodness! And these things are all completely booked. All right, so we'll take a quick break, and we're going to head over to the RV storage. I want to talk a little bit about that. All right? Is that okay with you?
Sounds good. Let's go.
All right, we'll be right back. Okay, so one more place we on our journey up towards the RVs, we found a pool.
Yeah. Well, actually, two.
There's two pools.
Two and a jacuzzi.
So is there any sort of differentiation between the pools? You got one over here, one over here.
Can't swim in the lakes.
Can't swim in the lakes.
Yeah, so we built these pools. Actually, the one over here in front of us is actually
That
a
way.
little bit more heated. We have a spa that is heated, and actually we have this larger pool that is a little more cooler.
Which pool is
That one. Oh! You mean that one right there?
That one right there.
Is that heated, John?
No, Rob, this is not heated.
Hey, John, there's no lifeguards either.
Well, you know what? If you have any complaints, here's my card. Just call me.
We're gonna get him dried off, and then we'll beat you at the next stop. Okay, back one more time, and this time we're in front of the RV storage area. And back to you, Jonathan. Tell us a little bit about it.
We have 311 slots. Basically,
how do you know there's 311, by the way?
Well, actually, we made a call to make sure that we had.
Who called it? Give him his props. Who called it?
Johnny said there's 311. I said there's 310
you're right again.
and 5/10, but it's actually 311.
It
slots.
is. So John was right. You got to give him his props, otherwise
Yes,
he gets
there you go.
all bent out of shape.
Golf clap.
Yes, golfer's clap. Yes. So there's 311 spots here.
Yeah, but one of the most interesting things is actually if you take a look over here,
Look at that sign.
And at our sign, you can see this is a solar project that Alan had started when he was here.
Back to that Allen guy again.
You know, on the top of these storage units, and actually on some of the other ones, we put solar panels.
Mm-hmm.
And the solar panels actually generate 50% of the energy that we use here at the campgrounds.
At the lakes? I mean,
at the lakes.
Total?
At the lakes, yes.
So 50% of the energy you consumed by all the RVs that are plugged into everything?
The general store, the buildings.
Rob,
everything.
it's got to be true. You know how I know? It says so right there on the sign.
Right there.
They wouldn't print it if it wasn't true.
Right there in yellow and blue.
You know what I actually really love about this? One of the many things that I love about the project or about the parks here is that it's always growing. There's always possibilities. There's always something else. And just behind John Minto over here, there's another open lot over there. And I was asking what's going on there, and what was your response?
It's an open book.
It's an open book.
What we want to do is we want to be good community leaders. We want to be good community neighbors, actually. And so what we're looking at is an open book. There were some initial plans, maybe a sports turf, some different kind of things, but maybe some additional campsites or storage or whatever.
Storage.
So we want to make sure that we talk to the community and talk to
I guess stop you say, Rob.
Yes.
Don't you have an RV?
I do have an RV.
You park that in front of your house?
Of course I don't park it in front
Where
of
do
my
you
house.
park it?
Where I parked it for the last 4 years, right here at the lakes.
So
actually, I was one of the very first. I got to pick out my spot very, very first.
All right.
Before this project, when Alan was putting this whole project together, I got to go around and figure out which one because I was one of the first over there.
How's that working out for you?
It's great. I got to tell you, $125 a month for covered parking right here in town with dump sites right there. I mean, buddy. and security. My goodness.
Oh, yeah.
There's
All our
somebody-
lots have
gates.
security.
Yeah.
But they also have cameras on the
And there are people constantly, I mean, it's right here next to the ground. There's constantly people moving around. It's fantastic. Where I had it stored before in Lakeside, it's broken into 3 times in 1 year. Here, not a single problem ever. It is
4 years.
fantastic.
Hey, Johnathan, is there a waiting list?
Oh, there's a very extensive waiting list.
Is it?
We're
Yeah.
at least a year or so out, and,
Okay.
and that's because, as Robert mentioned, we're one of the few that has covered storage. We're the only one that I know of in San Diego who has a solar project that we do here.
Is there any kind of preference points or whatever for Santee residents to get in here?
Well, you know what? I'm not exactly sure, but
Okay.
I know that on the waiting list we do have Santee residents who are on there.
Great.
And our goal is to be, as I mentioned before, good neighbors. And if there's opportunities for us to do some kind of expansion, we're looking forward to that.
That's great. One thing I really like is it doesn't matter where we've been today, whether we were down on the docks or by the cabins or just standing out here by the RV. When you look around, all you see
Clean.
is, that's right, clean. You see mountains. Even where we have some residential areas, you know what? It's just beautiful to look at all this stuff out here.
It's amazing to me how clean you keep everything. I mean, it's a park ground. I mean, it's a lot of growth, and everything is high and tight all the time. Everything looks just perfect. It's like almost like Disneyland right here in our backyard.
Well, another unique thing about the lakes is we are operated primarily by volunteers.
Excellent.
Really?
60 to 70% of the operations are done by volunteers who do the restrooms. They work at the front gate. As you came through the front gate, they make sure that you're supposed to be here and that you pay to come in. One of the things that I want to make sure that I address is, people say, well, I'm a resident and my Padre Dam, the water district,
Yes.
we're self-sustaining. If
Yeah.
people
Right.
don't come to the front gate, we can't open. And so that's made us a self-sustaining operations, which actually generates positive revenue so we can do the different kind of projects that you see today.
Excellent.
So it's not
Subsidized.
subsidized by ratepayers.
No.
It is 100% completely all in all run by the lakes
Exactly.
and funded by the lakes and
Exactly.
the residents and the visitors that come through the lakes.
Exactly. So
That's neat.
You'll
Okay.
talk to a lot of people and they're like, well, why don't you do this amenity or why don't you do that? Well, because like any self-sustaining business, you have to raise capital in order to build.
That's right.
Yeah.
So there's some great ideas that we have out there. There's some ones that are in the queue or that haven't been thought of yet. Well, we need to make sure that we raise revenue for that in order to pay for it.
Fantastic. Well, do you have any other questions for him?
No, I want to thank you very much for coming down here and letting us visit with you and showing us around. It's a great way to
I do
get to
appreciate
know
it.
our campgrounds here.
Well, hopefully, we'll have some more projects. You guys can come back down. I'll actually get you through the gate. I happen to know a person.
That would be very neat. We would appreciate that. But until next time,
That's
ladies and gentlemen, that's what's going on in Santee.
.com.
We'll see you later. Bye.